Welcome back. As any other Linux user, the first thing that you should know when you start using the Linux operation system or any other operation system is how you can navigate within this operation system, how you can carry out basic functions such as checking files, creating files, making directory, and other functions that are very basic. So in this tutorial, I'll be taking you through the the commands that you must know as a Linux user. So we'll start with our first command, which is called the pwd command. The pwd command is the present working directory command. This command shows you the area where you are currently working in while on Linux. So let's press enter and see. So you can see I'm currently in my home folder under this directory here. So the pw command tells you where you are currently located and the directory which you are currently working on. The next command that you are going to see is how can you check the contents of the directory where you are located. This command is used to list the contents of your directory. So this command is called the ls command, and we press enter. And just like that, you can see here is everything on this directory. You can see these blue marked ones are the directories, while the green items are the folders, are the files, sorry. So that is how you can check your current location and to list files. But there's another thing. These are not all files that are located on this area. Most of them are hidden because of the permissions on these files. So there is one command that you can use to list both hidden and unhidden files. It will give you the listing of all files on your machine. The command is called ls space minus la. You type in ls space, you put a minus sign followed by la, then press enter. And you can see it is giving us all the files that were in that directory plus the permissions on these files. If you allow me, let me take you through these permissions very quick. This starting with D are called directories, and this starting with minus signs here are called these are files. So you can see this is the first group of this file here. This D R W X R. Then we have XR and X. This one shows the file owner. This one here shows the file group users, and this is for the rest of other users. So the permissions on this file, as the file owner, you have full access to this file. You can write, read, and execute. The group users can only read and execute, while the other users can only execute. So that is how you can list all files, both hidden and non-hidden. So we've checked on 3 commands. First is how to check your current working directory using the pwd command. Next is how to list contents of your directory using the ls command. And the third command is how to list all the contents of your directory and check the permissions using ls space minus la command. The fourth command that you are going to see is changing directory command, where you want to move from one directory to another. This command is called the cd command. So to do that, you need to type in cd space followed by the name of the directory that you want to get in. So let me say we are coming into this music directory here. So I'll type the name of that directory exactly as it appears. So I'll type in music, then press enter. And you can see we are currently in the music directory. And if we list, if there's anything here, you can see there is nothing in this music directory. Now you are already in the music directory and you want to go back to your home directory or one step backward. How do you do that? To do that, there is a command that you use. The command is cd space followed by 2 full stops. Other people call it period, while other people call it full stop period. I don't know all other names that you can give it, or a dot. So when you press that, you can see it is taking us back to this OPO directory where we were initially. Now, we've already done those commands. Now the next thing that you might be worrying about is how do you now create a directory? To create a directory, there is a command that is called make directory command. So let's type in that. It is mkdir space followed by the name of the directory that you want to create. The directory name here, let us use the name West and press enter. So we have already created this directory. Let us list and check. And you can see here is our directory. We have West here as the directory that has been created. Now let's access this West directory. I'll do cd West. And you can see we are now in the West directory. We have already created a directory. Now we want to create a file into this West directory. Let's do an example with any word file. So to create a file, there is a command that is called the cat command. So you use this cat command, you type in cat space followed by this greater than symbol space, and then you follow with the name of the file that you are creating. So I will do a file called learning.txt, then press enter. You can see in our command line, this cursor is still blinking, meaning it is giving us a chance to write in any content that you want to write into this file. So let us write that this video is about the Linux commands that you must know, and press enter. You can see it is still giving us line to write in anything that you want to write. So that one is when you want to go to the next line. Now we've already created this file, we've already written into this file. Now how do we save the contents of the file? To save these contents of this file, you use the keyboard shortcut, and the keyboard shortcut is Control key plus D. You press Control key, hold on it, and then press D. So let's do that, and you can see the cursor is closed. So let us list this file again to check if it's already been saved. So we are still in the West directory list, and you can see we have this file called learning.txt. Now the next thing is we've already created this file, we've already written into this file. Now how do we read the contents of this file? To read the contents of this file, we use a command called cat. So you just type in cat, then followed by the name of that file. Our file here is learning.txt. Then enter. And you can see it is giving us the contents that we had already written into that file. It is telling us this video is about learning, it's about the Linux command that you must know. So that is how you can create file, write in a file and read the contents of the file. So how do we delete a file? We've already created this file, we've written into this file, and we've read the contents. So let's say you want to do away with this file. To delete a file, you use a command called remove command. And to type that, you do rm space followed by the name of the file that you want to delete. So our file is learning.txt, and press enter. This file is already deleted. Let us list this file and see if it's actually been deleted. So we'll do ls, and you can see in our West directory there is nothing. There is nothing in this directory. The next command that you want to see is now you've already created this directory and you want to delete the directory. Deleting directory depends on two things. One thing is if this directory has nothing inside it, or the directory has some content inside it. If the directory has some content inside it, we'll use a different command. The same way if it does not have anything inside it, we'll also use a separate command. So let us create another file into this West directory, and then we try to delete it using the command that we delete an empty file, and let's see if it will actually work. So let's create a file here. We just create again learning.txt file, and I will save it without anything inside it. And if we list, you can see we have this file here, learning.txt. I want to delete this waste directory. So let me get out of this folder. You cannot delete while inside it. So to get out, you type the command cd space followed by 2 full stops, or other people call it period. So let's list. If we list, you can see here is the waste directory, and I want to delete this directory. So there are two commands. The first command is called remove directory command. This command is used to delete a directory that is very empty without nothing inside it, while our waste directory is having something inside it. So let's try deleting it using the remove directory command and see what will happen. So let's do that. Remove directory. The directory is waste. And you can see it has failed. It's telling us failed to remove waste directory because the directory is not empty. So get that if a directory is not empty, you cannot delete it using this command called remove directory. So to do that, we use this command called remove space, then a minus, then r space, followed by the name of the directory, and then press enter. And if we list, you can see the waste directory is already gone. So those are the two ways of deleting directory. One is when the directory is empty, use the remove directory command. And when the directory has content inside it, use the remove minus r, then followed by the name of the directory. We've already done those ones. Now to go to the next command, before we go to the next command, I want you to do me a favor. Click on the subscribe button and also hit on the notification bell so that when I release another video, you don't miss it. And that will also be one big support from you. So our next command is now going to be on privileges. So this is when we want to move from a normal user to a more privileged user or a root user. So let me first clear this command line. Let me clear this screen. So to clear this screen, we use the clear command, just like that, and you can see our screen is now clear. So I was saying that we want to move from this normal user to a privileged user. So to do that, there is a command called sudo. So we run in sudo command space, then followed by su. This su stands for switch user, and then press enter. And you can see it's asking me a password for my sudo account. So can enter in the password. And you can, if you note here, initially it was indicating the start of this command line with a $sign, and now it has changed to a hash sign. So that is how you change from the normal user to a more privileged user or a pseudo user. So another bonus command that I want to show you is a command that you use to create other user accounts on your machine. This command is called add user command. So let me do that. Add user. After typing in the command, you need to type in the name of your user. So let me say my user's name is Climax. I know it's a working name, but we just have to use it. This is for learning purposes. So I've typed in add user followed by the name of my user. And then I press enter. And you can see my machine is asking me to enter the password for this new account. So let me enter in the password. Then enter. Then it's asking me still to retype in the password. Then press enter. And these are other information that it will request you to enter: the full name, the room number, work phone, home phone, and other information. So if you are creating a real account, you can enter in this information if you want to add them. And another thing also, your password should be very strong. Here I've used a very simple password. Your password should be alphanumerical with of good length and having also other special characters. So let's say yes, this information is correct, and press enter. And you can see now we have already created this user successfully. But now how do we check if this user is actually existing? We've created the user, but we don't know. Or let me say you are new to this machine and you want to know the number of users that are on this machine. So how do we do that? Before I do that, make sure you subscribed. So we use a command to do that, a command called cat space user forward slash etc forward slash again, then you type in password PASSWD and press enter. And you can see it is giving us a list, a very long list. And if you check at the bottom of this list, you will see these are the users here. We have John, Peter, and Climax. So these are the users on this system. There is another more advanced command, the final command that I'm going to show you. This command, you can use it to check the passwords on this file. This is actually for someone who's trying to get into ethical hacking. You will try to get the password and formats used. So what is that command? The command is cat command space forward slash etc forward slash, then you type in shadow and press enter. And you can see at the bottom it is giving us these users plus their ciphertext accounts. So if you are more advanced, you can do a hashcat on this ciphertext password here, and it will give you the actual password of this user and you can crack into his account. I hope we'll check on that in the future. So the last and bonus command that I'm giving you for subscribing to my channel and hitting on the notification button, it's called the switch user command. This is a command that you use to switch from one account to another. So the command is su space then followed by the name of the account. Let's get into the Climax account that we just created. And you can see we're already in the Climax account. You realize that it is not asking us for a password for this account because I was the root user. So it cannot ask for the password. I have more privileges. If you want to move back to your root user account, you just type in su, then root, or su with your root name. That is my root name. And it's asking for the root account. And I'm back to my root. So these are commands that if you are getting into Linux, you should not fail to know and practice. Otherwise, I want to thank you for watching my video. Make sure you subscribe, click on the notification bell, like. If you like this video, will get promoted as well. And also comment, drop your reviews of what you think about this video, what should be improved on, or what you suggest should be done next time. Thank you so much and see you next time.